There are a lot of fighters, especially in the heavyweight division, that are very good punchers, but they can't box very well. For example, Derek Chisora is a very good puncher. He cannot box. He telegraphs his punches from about a million miles away. Deontay Wilder is a pretty good boxer. I wouldn't say that he's a great boxer. He really hasn't proven himself to be a great boxer. He can knock people out, but he's not a great boxer quite yet. I would say that another example of somebody that's a good boxer would maybe a Tyson Fury. He's a good boxer. I really haven't been impressed with him from a really great boxing perspective. Somebody like a Floyd Mayweather Jr. or somebody. But we have a couple of very good boxers. In fact, one of them I would almost call a great boxer, but I'm not quite convinced quite yet. But the two people that I'm having in mind is Bryant Jennings and Mike Perez. Perez is a Cuban, and he shows a very good amateur background. Bryant Jennings is undefeated, but I've seen him fight, and he has a lot of good skill. I would say he's a very good fighter. He's a good puncher. Not a great puncher. He's an okay puncher. I don't think he's a very powerful puncher, but he's a pretty good puncher. But Mike Perez is a fantastic boxer, and he has a pretty good punch. He's got quite a decent amount of power. Now, this is going to be a good fight. Perez is a southpaw. I would say that his skill level is probably a little higher than Jennings, maybe. But Jennings has very good skill. But it's going to be a good fight. Jennings doesn't really have the one punch knockout power, and Perez has an iron chin. He fought against Abdul Salamov, and that guy was throwing haymaker after haymaker after haymaker, would not go down. I'd say that Perez, his chin is just made out of granite, so I'm really not expecting this guy to go down against Jennings, and Jennings is not a power puncher guy that will knock people out anyway. I mean, usually, seems like as of late, the referee is the one that's stopping the contest. It's not a knockout. Um, Now, I'd really love to see this fight. I really hope to watch it. I think I'm going to give the advantage to Perez, mainly because of his skill. Everything I saw in his fights, he just shows a lot of skill. And though Jennings is a good fighter and he has a lot of skill too, I just don't think they're at the same level. I think that Perez he blocks better, he avoids punches better, he has very clean punches, and Brian Jennings has very good clean punches too. I just don't think that he has quite a good a defense. So I'm expecting Perez to win this fight. I think that Perez will win it probably something like that, maybe 7 rounds to. I'm not even sure if it's for a championship or not, but if it's for a championship for 12 rounds, maybe 8 rounds to 4, probably 8 rounds to 4. But that is to say if Jennings doesn't get knocked out, which he might. But I expect Perez to really put on a show to show his entire skill set that he has. This will be one of the best fights that we've had in a long time. The fight from Cotto versus Martinez was a good fight, only from this perspective of just watching how much abuse Martinez could take. But it really wasn't a fight where both fighters were going back and forth. But this fight between Perez and Jennings, I think it's going to be a pretty close fight. It's probably the two are the more skilled heavyweights. They're both undefeated. I think that Mike Perez is going to win, only because he has a power advantage. I think that he's going to wear out Jennings. I think Jennings is going to eat a lot more punches than Perez is. And so it's something that a pure boxing fan should very much enjoy. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.